Good morning, beautiful people. I hope that you guys are all doing amazing, or at least trying to, and getting through these highs and lows that many of us are going through. You're not losing your mind. The energies have been intense, especially since the solar eclipse and the new moon that just passed, and we have another moon coming up. We're also in Mercury retrograde, so it's a lot of past stuff that's trying to resurface. This week, we're probably going to go through more shifts, highs and lows, but try as much as you can to just become more of the observer during this time. All the stuff that may be showing up for you and coming through for you can have a lot to do with past experiences, that we haven't completely healed. I feel even to some extent, I feel like we're even clearing out like some past life stuff. So, some strange things may start showing through in our dreams, things that we're feeling. And you may also feel like more emotional than you have been. Things and memories from your past may come up, things that you've struggled with, and maybe to some extent felt you cleared and healed, but it's showing itself again. Again, this is all old density energy that is just trying to come through us so that we can clear it. All right, moving forward, so we don't have to clear. It's just a lot of old stuff that still needs to be released. So you might feel more sensitive than you have been, and allow yourself to just let it go through you. Let it go through you. It's just coming up to go through you. Allow it to go through you. Feel it and release it. Don't hold on to it. And try, if you can, to just observe it more than anything. Kind of like stand outside of whatever is coming up and look at it and see what kind of emotions it's bringing up for you, and breathe through it as much as you can. Inhale it and exhale it. Again, it's more about us just releasing old parts of ourselves that are still trying to surface, and this week is going to be heavy. It has been for the past few weeks, and moving into July probably as well. But this week you're going to have ups and downs again, so try to flow with it as much as you can. So before I go into a tangent, I want to show you the card that came through and just read the description to you. And of course, continue to follow me on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. And I'll try to share and record as often as I'm guided to do it. I've been a little slow with recordings as of late because I'm going through my own stuff that's trying to show itself. And this week too, we're going into Gemini season. Well, we're already in Gemini season, but a lot of Geminis, like myself, fellow Geminis, may be feeling a lot as well. And as my birthday is creeping up, I feel like I'm having my highs and lows too, and a lot of old stuff that's coming up to the surface to be healed and released as well. So, Geminis, you got this. Let it flow through you. Don't hold on to it. Let it come up. Observe it. Inhale. Exhale. And do that as many times as you need to do. And again, it's not just for Geminis, but I just feel like because we're in Gemini season and we're starting this, I think it's a full moon in Gemini or something. I'm not sure. I'm not connected to astrology that much. I understand basics, but not the full extent of it. So I'm just going to just share whatever I do know, the basic stuff that I do know. But again, I've been releasing a lot of my old stuff as well. Today feels a good energy. I feel like so far, I don't want to jinx us, but I feel like there's good energy coming in. A lot of love, a lot of connection to our heart chakra today. So you might feel a burst of love come through you, And if it goes into a lull, you might feel some sadness come through. See what it represents, where it's coming from, so that you can recognize it, acknowledge it, and let it go. All right. So today I feel kind of up. The last couple of days, especially yesterday was kind of a weird day. Energetically, it was kind of a weird day. A lot of old stuff was showing up for me, and from what I'm gathering from a lot of other people as well, and clients who are really having a hard time getting through this stuff, these changes, because it's really hard for us to acknowledge our truths and the things that we've gone through, and that's one of the problems. Really, we suppress everything. It's just easier to suppress than to deal with it, right? But we don't have to relive experiences. We really just have to allow ourselves to heal it so that we can release it. It's not supposed to define us. So again, before I continue going on and on and on, let me show you the card that came through. And I feel like this goes so well with these shifts of energies that we're going through right now, and what a lot of people may be experiencing at this time, the highs and lows, and which make us feel like a little crazy, so we might get really emotional, start crying, or we might just have like this burst of joy, this burst of love emanating through our heart chakra. That's what you want to focus on, though. You want to focus on your heart chakra and bring your breath to your heart chakra, feeling love coming through it. So whenever we're having the lows, just kind of inhale, exhale, and just focus on your heart. Place your hands on your heart and refocus your energy on your heart chakra. Listen to the heartbeat, feel the heartbeat. Anything that's going to bring you into the moment and connect you to your heart chakra is a great way of helping us to get through it. Also, too, if you're a bath person, taking like an Epsom salt bath, 1 day a week helps us to get through these energies as well. You can use Epsom salt, you can use sea salt, lavender, essential oils, and 30 minutes, you sit in the tub for 30 minutes. It does help to release some of that stuff. Be out in nature is so important. I know it's been hot over in this area anyway, but if you can get out early, try to be connected to earth as much as possible, because that's going to keep us grounded. Even sitting in your backyard or on your porch, or whatever, anything that's going to connect you to nature will help. So the card that popped up, and it's a beautiful card too, sensitivity. I haven't really used this deck that often, but I've been drawn to this, to work with this deck as of late, and it's called The Secret Language of Light. And it's a beautiful pictures, and just the way that everything is explained, I feel is amazing. So again, the card that came through was sensitivity, and I feel like this has a lot to do with energy. So everything is energy, as we know, everything is energy. So just learning how to work with it, navigate through it, will help to empower you and help you to get through it, understanding it, what energy is and what it represents. It's everything. It's our emotions, our thoughts. It's everything. Energy is everything. So learning to navigate through the energy shifts, understanding it, will help us to get a better grasp on these ups and downs that we're going through, highs and lows. Because I know I've been going through it too. And I'm trying to just relax and enjoy my week. This is my birthday week, so I'm really trying my best. I'm a June 19th. I'm at the end of the Gemini, so more like a Gemini Cancer cusp. Because I think Cancer season starts, is it the 20th or 21st? So I'm right at the end, the 19th. So as it gets closer, more stuff is being purged. It's almost like, and this is interesting, I'm sorry to go off course again, but what I'm finding is people who are having birthdays, the ones who are really understanding a lot of the stuff that's going on, and who are doing the work, getting through the healing, and whatever it is, acknowledging the things, doing whatever it is that they need to do to get through and clear the old cycle and release our past selves. I feel like our birth dates this year, the days that we have our birthdays, is when the closer it gets to our birth dates, this year, I feel anyway, this year, the closer it gets to the birth dates, the more stuff comes up. I feel like it's like a real purging of our old self, our old version of who we were. And I feel like even to a certain extent, we're even purging stuff that we don't even understand we're purging, which is connected to past lives. So I feel like as we're getting closer to our birth dates this year, the purging is becoming more intense for us. It's almost like when it's our birthday, it's, again, this is what I feel. It's like representing a rebirth. It's like a rebirth for whatever reason this year. That's how I feel. I know this sounds crazy, but this is what I've been connecting to as of late. I just feel like the closer I get to my birth date, and other people who are getting to their birth dates, they're just going through a lot more. And I'm not saying that not anybody else is going through. Most people are going through, but I feel like the closer we get to our birthday, be mindful of that. We'd be curious to see if other people are feeling the same way. It's like that old version of ourselves really needs to be purged, because our birthday starting this year is going to be a rebirth. I think it's us stepping into the new version of who we are. So maybe that's why it feels so intense, as we get closer and closer to our birthdays, right? As me, right? But I think what happens in my case anyway, because I've been doing so much work through the years, and just alone in the last 2 years, when the stuff comes up, I recognize it immediately, and I allow myself to go through it. Let it go through me is what I should say. And even if I get emotional or whatever emotion comes up, I let myself feel it, and I try not to stay with it. I release it as quickly as it comes. Whereas in the past, I may have held on to it longer, right? Now it just kind of comes up, I recognize it, and then I can let it go. So here we go. Sensitivity, heightened intuition and compassion. You are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. That's the energy, right? We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. So of course, and this is the problem where most people will shut their heart down because they don't want to feel those emotions. But it's very important for us to allow our heart chakras to open so that this information comes through, so these feelings and sensations and this energy can flow through us. Because if we shut ourselves down because we're fearing what may come up that doesn't feel good, then we're really not allowing the full process to take place, are we? So it's really important for you to trust your heart and your senses, and allow the fear and the love to come through. And that will represent that you have an open heart chakra, and you're allowing your heart to be opened. Sorry about that, guys. My dog just crashed through my room. He just jumped on my freaking door and came bursting it in. Oh my goodness. It's making me crazy. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm going to try to patch this all up so that you get the full meaning. So again, the card that came through was sensitivity. Okay? And the message that's connected to it. And like I said, I feel like the message really has a lot to do with these energy shifts and things that we're going through, the highs and lows, and recognizing them and learning how to deal with them. And through these highs and lows and energy shifts, a lot of us are also being challenged to look at a lot of our old stuff so that we can let go of that old version of ourselves. And as I was saying earlier too, in my opinion and what I feel, you know. And if you guys are experiencing the same thing, I'd be interested in hearing your side of it as well. I feel like, because I have a birthday coming up this weekend, the 19th, through all of these shifts and change and highs and lows and transformation and releasing of the old version of ourselves, I feel like the changes and the purging that's coming through is more intense as I get closer to my birthday, because I feel like it's a representation, the birthday, and I feel like most birthdays for this year may be feeling a lot of these shifts as well around their birthday, and as it gets closer to their birthday may feel more intense energy. But again, it could just be because of the energies. But I just feel like this is what's going on. It's like a rebirth, you know. You're starting a brand new year, you know. You're turning new year, a new age, a new year, yeah, new year, new age, whatever. And so all of this old version of ourself from past lives and our previous years in this lifetime is all trying to be released so we can start brand new cycle. So maybe the birthdays is a representation of starting the new cycle, right? Like, that's what I feel. I feel like I'm going through so many things right now. A lot of clearing, even in my external space, you know, my apartment. I'm going through a lot of changes and updates and things. And so internally, I'm going through changes, and externally I'm going through changes. So it's all part of this purge and this release. And again, as the energies come up, just allow yourself to let it flow through you. And whatever emotions come up, let yourself feel those emotions, but also try to observe what's trying to be shown to you as well. What it is that you're supposed to understand or recognize from whatever is coming up. So let me read this before my dog comes bursting in my room again and I have to leave to go to work. Sensitivity, heightened intuition and compassion. You are becoming more sensitive to the energy and vibrations that precede all physical creation. We can all sense these energies, but our rational minds often override our feelings. Sense beyond what you see with your eyes and hear in your mind. Trust your heart will bring together the most up-to-date information through your senses. When we are open to sensing and feeling love, it also means we are open to sensing and feeling fear. Again, when we open up our heart chakra, we're going to feel both the fears and the love, right? And most people will, as I mentioned in the other previous video, is most people will shut their hearts down because they don't want to allow the fears or any of the experiences and the emotions connected to those experiences to come through, especially if they were not good experiences, right? It's the emotions that really what people fear and they suppress, which gets stuck within mind, body, and spirit, right? So you have to allow yourself to open up your heart chakra and allow both the love and the fear and all those emotions to come through in order for it to go through, right? You need it all to go through. So it's kind of like a funnel. It has to come in and go back out again. Otherwise it stays stuck. And then the anxieties become even more. You become even more anxious. The fears become even greater. You know, the more we hold in and don't allow it to flow out, the greater all of that, all of those emotions fill us up with more fear, more pain, because we're not letting it come out. We need to exhale it out. We need to release it. We need to recognize it. We need to be okay with allowing the stuff to come up, through, and out. All right? This clarifies the importance of actively choosing where you place your gaze and focus your energy. Don't let old stories determine what you will think and feel. There is no hiding behind words. Feeling sorry for another or situation doesn't help them or you. It takes you to a place where you can't hear any solutions and feeds back what they already know. You came here to create reality, or what you say, but what you feel, not what you say or what you Not what you think or what you say, but what you feel. Sorry, Mercury retrograde. Celebrate your sensitivity. Without it, you may not realize you have a choice. What do you want to bring into your life, right? So, of course, we learn what we want to bring into our lives and what makes us happy, what emotionally fulfills us through our experiences, right? We're not going to know otherwise. We need to go through the experiences to really understand or know what it is that we want in our life or what we need, and we have everything we need within ourselves. But what we want to bring into our lives to create more harmony and balance, we learn all of that from whatever we've gone through in our life, right? So it's so important for you, especially during this time where these energies are very intense, to focus your energy on your heart chakra. Allow your heart chakra to expand. Inhale it and exhale through it. Place your focus on your heart chakra. Listen to your breath. Place your hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Listen to your heartbeat. This brings you into a place of balance and calm. So when we're in a balanced place of calm, we can actually hear ourselves, right? We can actually hear what our intuition and guidance is trying to tell us, right? Anything that's coming up, why is it coming up? Because, when we're shut down, it's like it becomes to us is a burden, right? Like all this stuff is coming up. I don't want to be burdened with it, but we have to understand that we need to allow it to come up so that we can let it go through us and not hold on to it. All right? Especially now. It's really important for the rebirth, for our new cycle to begin. We need to recognize, allow all of these energies, because they're all energies, emotions, experiences. It's all energy. We need to let the energy move through us. And that means we need to allow it to move through us. All right, my loves? Okay. So, I'm going to end it now because I got to get ready. I got to go to work. I have a long day of healing. So many people in need. So I'm getting ready to do that. And I wanted to just stop by and share that with you and hopefully put out more videos in days to come. I'll be placing some more remote healing recordings on as well. In between this work that's being done here, I'm going to try my best just to help you get through a lot of it. And as I'm guided, I'll pull messages and record them for you. Okay? So don't forget to follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. If you have messages for me, you have any questions for me, you can reach out to Reiki by Isabella at gmail.com or visit my website, isabella-reiki.com. Have an amazing, wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.